All right, so here's one of my prized knives. This is a custom that Dan Tope made for me, and it's a camp knife. So this is a model that he hadn't made very many of them but there was a couple of them out there, and a friend of mine actually has I think the first one that he ever made, and it really caught my eye because it's you know, right in the wheelhouse as far as, you know, a medium to large size knife, and a good camp knife, and exactly what I was kind of looking for a larger knife, right? So the first one that was made wasn't a full flat grind, well, full height grind anyways. It was a, you know, saber grind up to about here, and, you know, to me, probably maybe looked a little more appealing, but my main focus with this knife and this build was to have a knife that was stout, but also, you know, had really good edge geometry, and was you know, going to make for a very efficient slicer. Because a knife like this, you know, it's going to see use in game processing, really, besides camp work. So I want a knife that's going to be able to, you know, cut meat up and butcher things, right? So you know, not having a saber grind is, you know, a big deal. So having that full flat grind is really a beneficial thing if you're starting to, you know, cut steaks up and stuff like that, and whatnot. But this knife, it's in CPM 3V. I think it's about 220 thou thick, so it's a stout blade. It's got this red and black carbon fiber handle scales, and it's got red liners and then a black liner, and then these are flared tubes. Not sure what he does with them. I mean, if it was my guess, I think he's countersinking the scales and then using like a brake tube and a flare to flare them out. That's what it looks like to me, and they look really good. And you know, they probably have some level of mechanical fastening with these scales. So, but yeah, so the knife itself, I'll show you. I got a dirty work tape measure. From the tip to the ricasso is just a smidge over 7 inch. Just about 7 inches. Yeah, it's basically 7 inches, maybe a little less. Handle, well, the handle, if you want to measure it correctly, I guess is a 4-inch handle, and you know, it's extremely comfortable. The spine thickness on it, I might measure down here because that might give us a little bit. Oh, I want to drop that thing. Holy, get a better idea as far as what the actual thickness is here. 220 thou. So it's a stout knife. I've sharpened this one. Sometimes I need to, and sometimes I don't with brand new knives. It just depends. I wanted it a little bit sharper, and I wanted a convex edge, just, you know, for the advantage it has with doing, you know, woodcraft stuff if I decide to. But here's the real important part here as far as the edge geometry goes, and this is really where that grind comes into play. So I am right at the top of where that primary bevel starts, or the secondary bevel starts, about 25 thou. So that's, you know, that's pretty damn good edge geometry. Now this is where it gets really exciting. So I want to go up the blade a ways. This will give you an idea. Just, I'm under 100 thou, and that's where I'm measuring. So if I go up to the middle part of the blade, that's actually past the middle point. That's probably the center line of the blade, about 130 thou. So she's a slicer, man. Like really slicey and freaking sharp. Like, I sharpen this thing up, so I got no excuses. If it's not sharp, it's my fault. So this paper is shit. Pardon my language. I'm gonna find some better paper. Try and show you. This is packing paper that you get in knife boxes, so it's all crinkled, so it makes it really hard to cut, but you can see it's bloody sharp, man. Like wicked sharp. And this handle is so comfortable. Like, it's just perfect. I love it. Absolutely love it. I've got other knives with that same handle, specifically my Sachs that I've got, which was made by Dan, of course. Same knife handle, obviously. So, and it's really comfortable. Like, I've gone and I've chopped with it, and I've, you know, used it quite a bit, and it's not fatiguing at all. It's just, it's a really, really excellent handle design. You know, it's, I mean, I'm cutting away from, you know, the power section of the blade, right? This is dried, hard wood, so this is not stuff that wants to feather stick at all. It just wants to dry and brittle. I mean, it's hard to see, but it is. Look at how thin that is. I mean, I don't want to wreck this because this is my burnishing stick. Trying to do this in a way that doesn't wreck it. Yeah, it's my burnishing stick for my leather making stuff, making sheaths and all that fun stuff. So yeah, this is also the companion knife to the Huntress, which shares a very, very similar handle and is extremely comfortable. I'm just going to grab that if I have it down here. Oh, I think I have it. I think I have it upstairs. So anyways, yeah, I do have it upstairs, darn it. So I wanted to show you these side by side, but what I will do is in the video, I will try and edit in a picture of these two beauties side by side so you can get an idea. But while I'm making this video, I will show you my other top favorite medium to large size cap knife. This is the Bravo Recon. So this was a collaboration knife between Park River, like Mike Stewart, and Dan Tope. And this knife is really good, like really good. Prior to getting this one, this was my #1 pick for like a medium-sized cap knife, and it's excellent. Like it's no joke. Like, it chops way above its weight. It's in CPM 3V as well. The only thing I don't like about it, and it's not anything to do with the looks, it's the harpoon. If you're batoning through wood, it kind of chews up your baton. So that'd be the only gripe I have about it. Weight wise, they're very similar. I think this is heavier. It's very hard to tell. Handle wise, this is a bigger handle. It's a little thinner. It's well, 4 1/4, let's say, versus 4. So yeah, you definitely can tell the difference in the handle. This feels thinner. Like, I don't know, maybe if you were to think about it as a pair of shoes, right? You got 2 pairs of shoes that fit you, but one's a little looser feeling, a little more play, you know, for your feet to slop around, and that would be this one. This one feels like a real nice, tightly laced up boot that just locks your hand in. It's just, it's sweet, like really sweet. It's a little bigger in this area, so it fills your hand a little more. This one doesn't, but it maybe lends itself more to snap cutting, although this one does too. Like, it's, you can you can certainly do it. But this handle, I mean, you really have to handle one to appreciate just how nice it is. Like it's really, really excellent. The only way you're going to get one of these is to go through the custom order process directly from Dan. These ones you can get from, you know, any of the knife dealers that carry Bark River knives. So DLT Trading, Knives Ship Free. If you're in Canada, you know, there's a couple places like Bushcraft Canada is the #1 place. They're I think the primary distributor of these. And then Blades Canada, which is Warriors and Wonders, they bring them in. But and I believe there's another run of these coming, so not to sway you from this, because this is going to take you a long time to get on the books and get one, and they're going to cost you a lot of money compared to this. This is still going to cost you a lot of money, but this is going to be a lot more. So, and these come with a sheath. These don't. So I have to make a sheath for this. I haven't had time. I'm going to. I made one for my Huntress, which I think turned out pretty good. Not sure what kind of design I'm going to do for it. Probably a pouch style, but in some ways I wouldn't mind having, you know, the positive retention of a snap, like and a loop, right? But I don't know yet. So thickness of the handle, I mean, you can see it's a fairly thick handle. I'll try and show you the difference here. I don't want to cut myself. The handle on the Tope Recon here, or the Bravo Tope Recon, more contoured. So you can see, I'm going to do this in a way that does not cut me. They're both excellent handles. One is not necessarily better than the other. They're just different. This is it's just, you know, it's a really nice handle. Like, it offers you a variety of different grip options. This one just feels better. Not gonna lie, just feels like an extension of your hand. So it's a really nice knife, and I think it's like, I mean, somebody asked me, well, what would be your one knife you'd choose? I mean, I don't know. This may be it as far as out of all my knives, but it's really hard to say. I've got honestly about 5 of them that I could not be forced to choose between them. So, and then this is in that group. But yeah, so I absolutely love this knife. I cannot say enough good things about it. There's just little details, you know, like knocking off the rough edges. That's the attention to detail you get, you know, with the custom knife. Grinds are perfect on it. It's sort of apple peel finish on the portion of the blade that isn't ground. Not sure. That's just a wire wheel. If it was me, I think it's probably just natural finish on the bar stock, maybe, but I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, she's a functional piece of art. Real perfectly straight spine on it as well. Definitely pride of my collection anyways. Yeah, this begs to be used. Well, I hope you guys liked the video, and yeah, thanks for watching, and look forward to reading your comments.